Hello, I'm Roger Bisbee from Skill Builder, and today I've come up to visit an old mate of mine, James King, who is a carpenter, builder, plasterer, plumber, you name it. I don't think there's any job that I've seen that James can't have a go at and do very well. So we've come up to see him, and hopefully we're going to be following him through an interesting build where he's doing a loft conversion and an extension. So there's lots to see. So we've just come up to have a little bit of a recce, just sort of scope out the job, if you like. Hello James, I see you got the kettle on there.
Why not?
How you doing? All right?
Yeah, good, thanks.
But I'll tell you what, I'll have a cup of coffee with you in a minute, but let's have a quick look round and you can show us what you're up to. You've been replacing a water main, have you?
Yep, last week I had to dig it all out. So 25mm water main down to a depth of 750, about 40 feet long. Yeah, it didn't go too bad.
You got some lead out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What was the old one? A lead?
Oh, Mankey, about 15mm, or barely 15mm down the middle, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Well, I didn't get much lead out. I want to take it down the scrapyard. I got about a metre out, but so, the rest is under the ground.
So the idea of replacing the water main, obviously, because you're going to be building over it.
Yeah.
So you don't want that lead under the new building.
Yeah.
But also.
Well, we've got a pressurised cylinder going up in the loft, so we wanted to get that 25mm straight up, all the way up to the top, so we've got maximum pressure for feeding the new bathrooms in the loft room, the main bathroom and the extension.
So what's the pressure look like? Let's have a look on the tap.
That's what we got now.
Oh, right. That's loads, isn't it?
Yeah, plenty there.
When you turn that tap off, we're going to hear it donk. Yeah. So yeah, that's a lot, isn't it? That's great. All right, so let's have a look around then, see where you go. See down there, you've just run a temporary here.
Yep, just to tap onto what we got to keep the existing up and running for the client. Yeah, so the run for the new mains came from just over the other side of the wall there. The
sneak down the edge of the path.
Down the edge of the path, underneath here, through the patio. And then straight up the outside, obviously not standard procedure on the outside, but this is going to be within the new extension.
Yeah, yeah.
Once it's built.
You'll have that in before the winter comes.
Oh yes, yes.
Fine, yeah. Good. So all this is what? All this is coming out here, is it?
This is currently a downstairs shower room, which is going to be converted into a utility room.
Oh look, my favourite tiles in all the world. These.
They're lovely, them.
You know what they are? Do you know what they call them?
Go on.
Chicken. See the little chicken?
Oh yeah.
They're actually textured. They're actually textured vein. And I put these tiles in once for somebody, and I just thought they had a textured vein, so they're random. You see that one's upside down? Yeah. They're all the chicken's heads all that way up, and then suddenly they're this way. And the woman phoned me up. She said, "You've put the tiles in upside down." So I said, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "The chickens." I said, "What chickens?" She said, "All the little chickens are all supposed to be in a row." I said, "Are you even mad?" And I went down there, she showed me, and she said, "Look, it's a chicken." I was like, "Oh, good." So then I had to take all the ones where the chicken was upside down, or that way, and turn them all around so they're all in a row. So that's why these tiles, I love these tiles.
Oh, I'll save them for you when I take them off.
Every time I see them, I think, oh yeah, that chicken tile.
There's plenty of them there.
Yeah. They're very much of a sort of 70s, early 70s, I think. Show my age, James.
You're a young man.
You weren't born then, were you?
No, not at all, no, not me.
Right, so you've got the old bell system here.
Yeah, it's all still connected throughout the house.
Is it?
Yeah, we just need to make the final connections in the basement. We need to find them. They're in the basement somewhere, we just got to find it. And it just runs off batteries.
Does it? Oh, okay. Yeah. There's a couple of batteries in that box? Or?
In the basement box.
Okay. Oh, gotcha, yeah.
So then it all transfers up here. Yeah. But all of the original pull cords or push buttons are still in the relevant rooms.
Oh, I mean, back in the day when they had servants.
Yeah, so original dresser there from when it was built.
So what are you keeping all this then? What?
This part is staying.
Yeah.
This part we're keeping, but it's going to be moved over once this wall's been removed. It's going over the other side. Yeah. But obviously, as it was built in, it's only got one side on it.
Oh, okay.
And the rest is against the wall. So we'll have to make something to mimic that as best we can. Try and wash it down. Yeah. And again, the side of this dresser, we're going to need to get a side on here because it's just built directly onto this.
Well, just to make it look the same age, what would you do with a bit of pine then?
Give it a good beating.
Did you try putting any wax on it?
Yeah, I'll probably scrape it back a bit, maybe a little bit, soak it a little bit, even at first. Try and scrape some of the grain out, and then give it a light sanding to flatten it off a bit again, and then try a couple of waxes.
Yeah.
The problem with pine is it just goes orange, really.
Yeah.
Until it gets to that stage, and then becomes this much further along.
I think the UV in the end, it does the job, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You just got to give it time, really.
Or we just paint it. That's probably the best thing, I think.
Yeah, shaker. Anyway, okay, so let's go in and look at.
Yeah, so
where the work starts for you.
Oh well, currently got the floorboards up in the front room, because we've got a 28mm gas coming from the gas meter, which is in the cellar, just down here,
right.
Which is going to come all the way through there, through the outside wall, then straight up the outside to the loft, to the position of the new boiler.
I like that. I like running gas pipes outside.
Yeah.
No trouble. Copper, obviously.
Yep, all in copper. Yep, 28mm all the way up.
So this is, like I said, preparatory work. This is the work before you even start the work, yeah? Yeah,
really, just so to get it comfortable, everything working properly, get all the groundworks done, so that when we come to do the extension and the loft conversion, we've pretty much done all the basics, and we just have to tap into all the new stuff that we've done as we need to.
And obviously the people are going to carry on living in.
Yeah, they're living here the whole time.
So you've got to keep all the services on.
Yeah, everything's got to be up and running all the time. The other thing that we've got to keep going is, or not necessarily keep going, but keep, is all the original features. So we've got, everywhere's got cornicing.
Oh yeah.
Around the rooms, got the original vents.
Yeah.
All in steel.
Yeah.
All original architraves, original doors. The issue with the doors, obviously, once the loft conversion's done, is fire regulations. But I think we've come up. There is a solution, because they're already 44mm thick, which is great for all of the doors. It's just the panels.
Yeah.
But we can get intermittent coatings put on them.
Okay, just get the paint.
So we can upgrade the original doors and keep them.
Yeah.
Because they've all got. If you just come in here, these little locks. They've all got the original key.
What's the chances of that?
This will be the position of the staircase to the second floor. So over the original, but we're going to have to. We're mimicking exactly what's here, so we'll have to get some custom-made spindles and posts.
Yeah, somebody with a copy lathe, eh?
Yeah.
So when do you do that? Does the guy come along and take the pattern of the new post, or do you have to?
It depends who I'm going to use. In the past, I've had to send them off because they live in Devon or somewhere else too far away. So I will cut a profile myself, and I'll send it to him in the post.
Yeah.
Usually out a bit of UPVC fascia board.
Oh, okay.
Nice and easy to cut, and I can trim it around.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll just take one spindle out and send that with it.
Yeah.
And that's been
nice. So because it's symmetrical, he's only interested in one face.
Yeah.
Really, and then it'll just be spun round.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Can't wait for that one. So then we've got the loft. Still got the original loft ladder as well. Unfortunately, that's going to go once the conversion's done. This is the position, obviously, of the new boiler, which is in progress.
Yeah.
So just behind, we're going to have a horizontal pressurised cylinder.
Got it.
So this will all be in the eaves cupboard.
Yeah.
So our new steel for the loft floor, is going to come across here, just in front of that, with the wall up here.
Yeah.
So that will all be eaves cupboard, and all the rest of this is a bathroom and 2 bedrooms.
Blimey, you're going to get that much up here?
Yeah. Well, I mean, even as we stand now, we've got over 10 feet up to the ridge.
Yeah. So you're laughing.
There's plenty of room.
You're going to whack what will it be, a flat top dormer there? Or?
Yeah, flat roof dormer straight out the back with a warm deck.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's plenty of height, so you'd still get over an 8-foot ceiling in here.
Would you, you're not going to put a tin lid on the top of it, you're going to try and do it just with tarpaulins?
I was in 2 minds about that, but I think I will, just for the sheer size of it.
You're going to get a tin.
I'm going to put because I mean in the past I've done it without and used tarpaulins, but that's fine on a house that's only 4 metres wide or whatever, but this is pretty big.
Yeah. And you can slow. You can take, well, not I say slow down, but you can manage it. You can do it at your own pace.
Yeah.
Without getting too nervous. No, I appreciate that. It's just.
Yeah, I think
it's quite a lot of money, isn't it? And
it is.
It saves the stress.
It almost doubles the price of the scaffold, but it's just because putting this size of dormer together and keeping it watertight, you know, it's a good couple of days' work to get just the structure up. Then we'd have to get it warm decked and the GRP and then felted, and it's not really worth it on one this size, I don't think. So we're going for the big guns.
So what's going on down here then? You're taking some floors up here?
Yeah. So basically, I've just been having to drill a couple of holes here because this one here marries up with the hole that we saw downstairs in the front room.
Oh, okay.
So this is where our 28mm gas is going to come through.
Got it.
So I've just got to put a sleeve in there, so that's going to come through.
Yeah.
I've spent about an hour just making sure that I'm okay to come above this ceiling joist, but obviously we've got plenty of height here.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to make double sure that when it comes through, it's not going to interfere with our new floor joists.
Oh, okay.
Because our steel is going pretty much here.
Right, I understand. And then you've got a lap. Sorry, you're going to hang those on joist hangers.
That's it, yeah. So we've got a bearing plate going in, steel on there with timbers inside. And then here, the one next to it is for the condense from the boiler and the pressure relief from the cylinder and the boiler. Now, it seems a bit close to the steel, but I need to get that into the soil vent pipe outside, which on the other side of the wall is about there.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah.
And on that side, the brickwork is built out further.
Yeah.
So I know you can see there's a big old ledge out there.
Did you work that out, obviously, because that's the sort of thing that surprises you.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you look out there, you'll see a big.
Oh, okay.
So it's not the easiest of ones to get to.
Have you got the drawings for this yet, or not?
Yeah, there's a few. There's a few here on the floor.
Oh, right. How good is your guy doing the drawings? Is it your bloke doing it?
No, it's actually the client got him themselves, and he's actually pretty good. I'm quite impressed. There's a lot of detail on them.
Yeah. Because if they don't spot little things like that, it's really hard, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of things. He originally had the steel for the floor for the loft right back into the eaves cupboard there.
Oh,
and I said to him, "Can we move it here?" And he said he couldn't see why not. I mean, and two reasons: because we can shorten the span of these joists so there's less bounce.
Yeah.
And also, it gives us a nice, big, decent bearing to straight up for a purlin support for the existing roof there.
You wanted to bring it more or less. You've got to miss the chimney breast.
Yeah, because that's still in use with a wood burner. That one.
Get near enough under the purlin.
Yeah, so we're just this side of the purlin now, so it's an extra support.
That'll work out. Leave the purlin in.
Yeah. There's no need to take that out.
No.
Yeah, so a bit of extra support, and it gives us a less springy floor. And also means this centre steel can be pushed a bit further to the back of the house, which will then reduce the span of them ones as well.
Right, so you've got a centre, so this isn't a single span.
No.
You can have a middle.
The middle steel, there's
steel all the way down.
Back, middle and front steel, and the top steel.
Oh, blimey.
Just because of the sheer length of it.
Yeah. So would that be a crane day then?
It will. Well, I'm hoping it can come straight off the back of the higher off the lorry, but we'll see.
Who do you use for that?
Trelleader.
Oh, do you?
Trelleader down in Malden.
Are they good? They normally try and put them where you want.
They're very good, very accommodating. I've been using them for years. Lee down there, he always tries to get things turned around as quickly as possible. It's a little bit higher, this house, than your average one, but normally they can get it up onto the scaffold and we can just drag it straight in to the front. A little bit to work around now because we'll have a cylinder there, so we'll have to come in over the other side and try and drag them round, but I'm sure we'll manage.
Yeah, well, you will, won't you? Because you always do.
Well, you have to, yeah.
Okay, that's a load of work, James. That's good.
Yeah.
And who have you got in the way of labour? Because you're not going to, when you say we're going to drag that around, you're doing it on your own, are you?
Not a lot of people actually. I struggle to find decent people, so when it comes to steel work, it's usually a case of getting some friends in, just off other jobs.
I'll let you get on, and hopefully when it starts in the Vengeance we'll be back and getting a bit dirty. Excellent.
Yeah, good to see you.